A countless number of people hold the scripture of the Bible sacred. Some use it to justify their hatred through misinterpretation. Many fought and died for its causes in religious wars, and millions lived their entire lives based on its doctrine. However, the Bible may be way more ambiguous than most people realize. Gematria is the term used to describe the numerology attached to the Hebrew language. Each letter in Hebrew has a specific number assigned to it. And if two words or phrases carry the same numerological value, then they relate to each other. For example, if you had a 3-paragraph Hebrew story on a page and read it normally, two random phrases from the first and third paragraphs might seem completely unrelated. If the numerology is then calculated and the phrases from the first and third paragraphs equal the same number, then the two seemingly unrelated phrases become intertwined. Some biblical scholars analyze the gematria of the Torah, the Old Testament, and though the Torah code has been extensively studied, the full numerology of the text still isn't known. When the Old Testament was translated from Hebrew, an entire level of meaning was lost. But gematria isn't the only thing that couldn't completely reframe the story of the Bible. In 1947, a shepherd decided to throw a stone into a cave. After hearing the sound of something being broken, he decided to venture into the cave to see what he discovered. The shepherd came across ancient transcripts that would reshape the history of Christianity, the Dead Sea Scrolls. After the first scrolls were found, over 1,000 more were discovered in various caves across the Dead Sea coast. And among the documents found were all the new books of the Torah, except a select few. The content of the scrolls gave new context to the Torah, revealed new prophecies and stories about biblical figures, and even expanded on biblical law. The Dead Sea Scrolls are regarded as the greatest archaeological find in history. The information revealed was powerful enough to rewrite history and rewrite the Bible. The Dead Sea Scrolls were written in a few different languages that were widely used around the time of Jesus' life. Documents were found written in Aramaic, Greek, and in a form of Hebrew that is no longer in common use, which then had to be translated to English. Every language has words that don't translate into other languages, so the translators are left to replace them with filler words that they feel best represent what word was used. There's also the problem of translating words that have multiple meanings. Therein lies the problem that with every translation, an entire word of meaning could be lost. How many more documents lost in time could shed entirely new light on Christianity? Could the Bible hide hidden truths misplaced through its many translations? Another important facet of sacred scripture that raises some questions are the lost books of the Bible. Throughout the Bible, there are a surprising amount of books that are mentioned that are nowhere to be found. The book of Jasher, the book of Nathan the prophet, the book of Gad the seer, the book of Jehu, the book of Shemaiah the prophet, and the book of Edu the seer are just a few of the books mentioned in the Bible that were consigned to the oblivion. The great mysteries of the Bible are still being pieced together, but until the puzzle is decoded, we shouldn't be so quick to assume that we know the real story.